Good afternoon and welcome to our information session on our Master of Science in Management program. My name is Başak Yalman and I'm the Academic Programs Manager at the Graduate School of Business at Koç University. First of all, can everybody see me, hear me? If you could write in the chat, if you can hear me fine, that would be great. Wonderful. All right, so we have a short presentation for you, and you can always send us the questions either through the questions or through our chat, and I will make sure that I answer your questions throughout the presentation. And also I have my colleagues, Ms. Özgün Görcü, and with me, and she will be also answering some questions throughout the chat. So with that, I will start the presentation. First of all, I would like to give you some information about Koç University. Koç University was founded in 1993. It was one of the first nonprofit foundation universities in Turkey. Currently, we have more than 7,000 students in total and more than 500 full-time faculty. Of these 7,000 students, more than 1,300 are graduate students. And of these graduate students, about 17% are international from over 50 countries. And we have 22 undergraduate programs, 32 master's programs, and 26 PhD programs within the 7 colleges and the 4 graduate schools. Some milestones about the Graduate School of Business. The Graduate School of Business was founded along with Koç University in 1993. In 2009, we became the first university to obtain EQUIS accreditation in Turkey. I think we are still the only university with this accreditation in Turkey. And again, in 2009, we joined the CEMS Alliance to offer the Master of Science in International Management together with the CEMS Alliance. In 2011, for the first time, we made it to the global rankings with our Executive MBA program, to the Financial Times Global Executive MBA rankings. And actually, this year we are ranked number 60. In 2012, we became one of the founding members of the Global Network of Advanced Management, along with Yale University School of Management. And in 2016, we received AMBA accreditation. And for this program, we celebrated our 25th year 2 years ago, and we are in our 27th year. So the mission of the Graduate School of Business can be summarized in 3 words, and these are responsibility, leadership, and vision. So every action, every part of the program is designed with these in mind. And we want to make sure that our alumni become the business leaders of, not just business leaders, but leaders of both the companies that they work in, but also in the communities that they live in. And we want to make sure that all of our students are globally aware, are socially responsible, and they make their decisions based on information with a strategic focus. These are some of our accreditations and memberships. I won't go through all of them, but I just want to show these to you for you to understand that we put a lot of emphasis on international benchmarking, and we really see ourselves with the best in the world, and we always compare ourselves. For this program, CEMS, which used to stand for Community of European Management Schools, but now is the Global Alliance, is the most important partnership, and I will talk in detail about CEMS in the coming slides. A quick overview of all the different programs we have at the Graduate School of Business. I'll start with the Executive MBA, which is our most senior program. For the Executive MBA, that is a part-time program. We require a minimum of 7 years of work experience, but our class average is usually 13 years. We have an MBA program that you can do in either full-time format or in a modular format, which is a part-time format for working professionals. And this program requires a minimum of 3 years of work experience, but the class average is now more like 6 to 7 years. And within the MBA program, we also have some different tracks, such as the Tech MBA, Design MBA, and Health MBA. And we launched the Design and Health MBA actually this year. For the Master of Science, we have 2 different programs, and these are the programs that don't require work experience. We have a Master of Science in Finance. We say this program doesn't require work experience, but it is recommended that you have 2 years of work experience for finance. But in some situations, we can accept students without work experience. This is, again, a part-time program, and this is for working professionals. And we have the Master of Management programs, and this is a full-time program, but actually this year we're planning it so that also working professionals can attend our courses. And we have several different options in the Master of International Management programs that I will talk about. So let's see, sorry. The learning objectives of this program is really to prepare you for the professional life. It's a very interactive learning environment. Our professors come from both Koç University faculty, but also a lot of active professionals that are currently in the workforce. And the 3 pillars of the program are that, you know, they focus on intellectual competency, practical competency, and professional competency. So really, it's to prepare our students for the business life after graduation. This is a typical academic year. In the beginning, before the term starts in September, if your undergraduate degree is not in business administration and you haven't taken business administration courses, you are required to take some pre-master courses. We offer pre-master courses in accounting, statistics, economics, marketing, strategy, and finance. And when you apply, we carefully look at your transcripts to make sure that, you know, if you have had these courses or if not, we make sure that you actually take them before the program starts. Usually we have the pre-master courses face-to-face in the month of August. However, this year the campus is closed during the summer, so we will most probably have many of the pre-master courses online. In September, in term 1, we start with a block seminar. And then the core course for the fall term is the global strategy course, and you have elective courses that you can choose from. So some of the elective courses we had this year were financial management, entrepreneurship, managerial leadership, financial technologies, evolution in, you know, fast-moving consumer good dynamics, and brand management. And we also have the business communication skills seminar. That's a required part of the program in the fall semester. In the spring semester, from January to May, your required courses are responsible global leadership, global management, and the business project. The business project is actually a big part of the program. This is where you work at a company for at least 1 day a week. And you have a strategy professor that guides you through this course, but you're basically working like a consulting team for this company, and there you're working on real life projects for the company. And you meet with the company executives regularly, and you give them, you know, your progress reports. And at the end of the semester, you present your final findings. Now, the MIM programs at Koç University have several options. We actually have about 5 different options, but I've put 3 in this slide because it would be good for you to know which program you would like to join when you're applying, especially if it's one of these 3. So everybody actually does the KOÇMIM program. So the Masters of Management at Koç. This is the basics of this program. It's a 12-month program, and you do not work experience is not required. We say 0 to 3 years of work experience, but we've had students with more work experience who chose to do this program as well. And everybody does this program. But on top of this program, what you can do is you can get, we also have a double degree program with the University of South Carolina, and that's a 2-year program. So you spend 1 year here and 1 year in South Carolina. And also we have the CEMS MIM program, which is again 12 months, but it's done within the framework of the CEMS network. And I will talk in more detail about this program very soon as well. First, I would like to mention the double degree program. The double degree program is with the University of South Carolina, the Darla Moore School of Business. And when you do this, like I said, you spend your first year at Koç, and then the second year in South Carolina. And you receive 2 different degrees from 2 different universities. So you receive the Master of Science in Management from Koç and the Master of International Business, the MIB degree from the University of South Carolina. And each year we have 5 students who go to USC, and we also have 5 students coming from them. Another option for you is the Yale School of Management Masters in Global Business and Society. So this is not a double degree. This is a degree that is done after you complete the Koç Master of Management. And you apply to this program separately, but this program is only for the MIM graduates of the Global Network in Advanced Management. So this is one of our students who completed the Global Business and Society program at Yale. This program has a separate application process with Yale, and there's a separate tuition for that, but also financial aid is quite widely available. Also, after you complete the MIM program at Koç, you can also choose to go for an optional exchange semester. If you would like to go for an optional exchange semester, you add this to your year, KOÇMIM year. So you would go in the fall after you complete the program. And Koç University has more than 200 international partners that you can go on exchange with. And with this, there's no additional tuition, but the exchange partners may vary from year to year, or the availability may vary. And if you're interested in this, I would really recommend that you get in touch with the Office of International Programs at the beginning of your academic year. Now, some information about CEMS, the Global Alliance in Management Education. CEMS was founded in 1988, really together with as the European Union was getting more and more cooperative together. The aim was to really educate the students to be global citizens and to be able to work everywhere in the European Union in the beginning. But then it really spread worldwide and now has 33 member schools across 6 continents. There are also corporate and social partners as part of CEMS, and every year there are about 1,300 MIM students of 80 nationalities, and so there are over 15,000 alumni currently working in 75 different countries. The CEMS MIM program is also, this program is available to both international and Turkish students, and the program is always in the top 10 in the Financial Times Master of Management rankings. The CEMS requirements, on addition to completing the Koç degree, CEMS has additional requirements, and this is that you have to study in at least 2 different countries. So for the next year, for example, all the students will be spending term 1, the fall term, in their home school. And in the term 2, they will go to one of the other CEMS schools and spend the second term there. All CEMS graduates need to speak at least 3 languages, and this is your mother language, English, and if English is your mother language, then you have to speak 2 other ones, and also a 3rd language. You have to pass at least a basic level of these languages, and you can also take language courses while you're doing the CEMS program. And the key characteristics are actually these students, more than 75% work for multinational companies, about half of them live outside their home country, and 95% of the CEMS graduates are employed within 3 months of graduation. So this is the CEMS academic partners. You can see where they are worldwide. The latest school, University of Cape Town in South Africa, is not in this map. And in Europe, there are 18 member schools. So this is the map of Europe. You can see that they're all sort of best business schools in their countries. And these are the CEMS corporate partners. The corporate partners are all multinational corporations that are really interested in hiring the MIM graduates and are very interested in also shaping business education according to their needs. You will see many familiar names from Turkey. The Turkish company we have is Arçelik, who is really the Turkish multinational, I could say. But also, a lot of these companies, even though not Turkish, they have offices in Turkey, and we work with them quite closely. There's the CEMS Club Istanbul at Koç University. This is actually for all of our Master of Science in Management students, and you do not have to be doing the CEMS degree to be part of this club, but the club is very active, and they do a lot of social responsibility projects, company visits, and also fun activities such as a Bosphorus cruise on a boat. Now, these are the statistics for our current class. Actually, they just completed their classes at the end of May. So you can see that we have students coming from Bilkent, Boğaziçi, Koç, ODTÜ, Yaşar, and also from some of the other universities abroad, from England, from Egypt, from the United States. And, you know, in the CEMS, there seems to be more engineering people this year, but it's not always like that. And we have also a lot of business administration students at the Koç MIM, but you don't really need a specific degree to join this program. We've had students who studied medicine, for example, didn't know any business, but we prepare them to the program with the pre-master courses. And after 1 year of the MIM degree, they become very well endowed in the business arena. These are some of the companies that our alumni are working at, both in Turkey and abroad. 37% of our 252 alumni are currently working abroad, and more than half of them, 55%, actually find their jobs before graduation, and the majority within 3 months of graduation. So we have actually now alumni working not just in Europe, but also Asia, Australia. So this is a really great opportunity if you want to have that global mindset. For the admission requirements, what you need foremost is a high level of motivation and dedication for this 1 year intense study. You can apply online through this link, the Grad App link, and the application will ask you for 3 questions to write essays, and these are basic questions such as, you know, we just want to know more about you and why you want to do this program at this point. This year, due to the coronavirus pandemic, we're not asking you to submit your scores. If you have your scores, we would love to have them, but if you don't have the test scores, you couldn't take the test yet, you can still apply without the test scores. We ask that you upload the official transcript from your undergraduate institution, and we ask for 2 reference letters. And for the reference letters, you only need to submit an email address, and a questionnaire will go to that person directly. And after you complete your application, if we believe that you're a good fit for the program, we invite you for a case interview. We used to do these as group interviews, but now since we're doing them on Zoom, we are doing them one-on-one. And half an hour before the interview, you're given a business case to read. And during the interview, you're asked questions about the case, as well as why you would like to do the Master of Management program. I would like to now launch a poll about which program you are interested in. So KOÇMIM, CEMS-MIM, or the double degree program. And it's good to know when you're applying, but if you're torn between 2 or 3 options, the interview is also a good time to talk about this with the admissions committee. You can also write about your reservations in the essay. If you're undecided, that's fine too, and the admissions committee will try to answer your questions and also sometimes guide you to the best program for your goals. So I think I would like to end the poll. I'll wait a little bit more for all of you to vote, and I will go to the other. The tuition for this program is 110,000 Turkish liras. This is the same as the Koç University undergraduate one-year tuition. And we have 150 lira application fee, and it becomes quite difficult for international applicants sometimes to transfer this amount. So we do not ask for the application fee from the international applicants. Now, some information about the Koç University campus. We miss our beautiful campus. It is currently closed due to the pandemic, but it is a beautiful campus. Many of our MIM students choose to live in campus in graduate apartments in the West Campus. And we have some also the beautiful swimming pool and facilities. And also one of my favorite facilities is the library, the Suna Kıraç Library, which also has big digital collections that we can actually all use. Also for online as well, so you don't really need to be on campus to be able to use this. Before I go on to the graduation, I would like to share the results with you. So we have just a little of more than half interested in the Koç MIM program, 40% interested in CEMS, and 33% in the double degree. So like I said, you could be undecided between programs. That's all right for when you apply. Okay, so the Koç University graduation, our Master of Management students participate in the graduation along with Koç University undergraduates and all other graduate students. Every year the graduation is held in June, in the third Saturday of June. This year, unfortunately, we're not doing the event live, but hopefully if you start next year, we will be having this joyous event all together. And if you are a CEMS student, you also participate in the CEMS graduation along with the CEMS graduates from all the other partner schools. And this event is held usually at the end of November or beginning of December every year. This year it was supposed to be held in South Korea, but due to travel restrictions, it will not be held this year, and hopefully will be held in South Korea perhaps next year. These are our social media accounts. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I've also added our LinkedIn profile. And if you have any questions, you can email us at the address gsb@ku.edu.tr. And I will leave this on the floor, and I will try to answer any of your questions. I think there are many questions about scholarships. Yes, let me give you information about scholarships. There are scholarships available for this program, limited scholarships. And if you are a Koç University student, if you are a fourth-year Koç University student who is going to be graduating this summer, and if you have an undergraduate scholarship, you can actually carry that scholarship to the Master of Management program. And the CEMS program and the MIM program, in both of them, we have scholarship options. But I mean, it really depends on, your application and your interviews and also financial need. So we have an algorithm that puts all these things together, and if financial need is important to receive a scholarship. Yes, you can submit your ELTS score. I saw that, and we don't accept it, but if you have, I mean, this year we're sort of being very easy with the score. So if you have it, please do accept it. Please do send it. And if you have any test scores, please send them. And if you have any other master's degree, you can still apply, like I said. The deadline for application is June 30th, but we have rolling admission. So, I mean, the earlier you apply, the sooner you will know We've already started seeing applicants since March, and it seems like we have a very good class coming together. So I'm excited about that. If you have studied, let's see, scholarship opportunities to study abroad. Well, within the scope of this program, our scholarships are, of course, also valid if you go for the double degree program or also for the CEMS program. Somebody asked about a minimum undergraduate degree. Just having any undergraduate degree from a four-year institution is sufficient to apply to this program. So currently, our students had to complete their semesters online, and we are planning on opening the university in September, and we would like to start along with the university in September. But of course, it's very early to give any guarantees. So I think anybody who's starting a new program should keep in mind that perhaps some part of the instruction will be online. Maybe in the beginning, or maybe we start face-to-face, move online, or maybe a combination of both. But I would think especially the pre-master courses will probably mostly be online. We have a lot of questions from students who are actually currently employed and want to do this management masters. And we're especially with the online component, I think it's going to be more doable this year, and we hope to plan the core courses so that you can be working and also take courses at Koç University. Also, as a Master of Management student, you will be able to take maybe electives from the finance program as well. I think, let me see if, I don't, what grades are needed for the three languages? Well, I mean, English should be like your mother language. The whole program is in English, all the study is in English. And for the third, I think what you need is an A2 or B1 level. And once you complete your applications and you are also complete with the interviews, then you will receive your results in about 2 to 3 weeks. Let me see if you can see all our essay topics on the application system, but like I said, it really asks about why you want to do this program and what you plan to do afterwards. And we really want to get to know you. So maybe perhaps a question about sort of a challenge you faced and how you overcame it. But all of our information is in the Grad app, and please go there and submit your information, and we would love to hear from you, and we would get back to you very soon. I don't see any more questions. So I think we will end here. We have recorded this session, I believe, and we will be sharing the presentation with you. And if you have any questions, please send us an email at the email below. The tuition fee, somebody asked, is 110,000 Turkish liras, and this comes to about 15 to 16,000 US dollars. The scholarship options are not on a web page, but what we do is, with the rolling admissions, we first look at your application, and we first make a decision on admissions, and without looking at financial need or scholarship. So after you're admitted, of our students who ask for scholarships at the end of June, we see who gets how much scholarship. So you will first hear about admissions, and then you will hear about your scholarship opportunities. Yes, the tuition is 16,000 US dollars. I think even if you are getting your bachelor in late August, you can still submit your transcripts. It's been a difficult year and a different year for all universities. So we are also doing these things that we wouldn't usually do. The payment pattern is usually you pay the tuition in 2 installments. So once at the beginning of the program when you register in July or August, and once at the beginning of the second semester in late January, early February. If you're working in another city and only want to do the program online, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but let's discuss it, because it's not a fully online program. So if the campus goes back to face-to-face, we want to have the classes face-to-face. But we also, because we understand this year is an unusual year, we hope to have the classes face-to-face and also film them online at the same time. So right now the universities all the classrooms are being set with video cameras, so that you can actually film the classes as they are being delivered, and that you can actually participate in the class virtually online. So that's so maybe it will be possible, but there is no guarantee. And for some of the events, you would need to come to Istanbul, such as the block seminars. I think somebody said that the link for the online application isn't working. Why don't you send us an email, and we will check with our IT department and make sure that you get a link that is working. You can also submit GRE scores. We ask for GMAT or GRE regularly. If you have the scores, or ALES, please send in your scores. Somebody asked about finishing the bachelor's in September. Can you send us an email as to exactly what date in September you will be finished, and when we can have a final transcript, and perhaps we can move forward that way. I'll wait a little bit more for more questions from the webinar chat window. Yes, you can submit all of your documents online. The application is fully online. You don't need to be present face-to-face. Even the registration probably will be fully online. You need a 4-year college degree, 4-year university degree to apply. Okay. So thank you very much for joining. It was very nice to see. The applications are open, so you can apply even right now, tonight. And, you know, we will get back to you very soon. Thank you all for joining. I see a question of someone with a 3-year degree course. I think it should be like, it would be great if you could send us, you know, your transcript, and then, you know, we should go from there. And somebody asked about GMAT scores. Especially if you're looking for a scholarship, a GMAT score should be higher than 600. But this year, as I said, it's an unusual year, and we're taking applications also without the test scores, as many of our students didn't have a chance to do the tests. And so you can also apply without the GMAT as well. Okay. We're planning to be open for the year mid-September. That's the plan so far. But I just want to, there's a caveat, of course, depending on how the pandemic goes, and depending on what the higher education of Turkey decides, the universities to be open, this could change, but the plan is mid-September. And all the new entries for masters will start mid-September. I'll wait again for a few minutes in case you have more questions. By flexible payment, I wonder if you mean like in installments. I think it's a specific question, so I would encourage you to write us an email and let's discuss it from there. Okay. Thank you all for joining us and have a great evening. And please, if you have any questions, please send us an email. And we can also set up a Zoom meeting to talk in more detail. If you graduated from the American University in Lebanon, you don't need to submit a TOEFL score because that's an ACCREDITATION accredited school, and you know that's fine. And thank you for joining. Like I said, if you have any questions, please send us an email and we will get back to you. Bye-bye.